sure you're wondering, why did you buy more compost? And the answer is because this is like a compost manure. I got it last year to help supplement and feed everything, and it worked really, really well for the price. I went ahead and just bought enough for the entire summer / fall, fingers crossed. Man. Oh, shit. Literally, shit. One thing I have to do today, which has been very, very annoying. Let me find an example, because I just pulled out my example. So we have this maple tree, right? And you know, maple trees are great until they have these little helicopter things, which I always really liked as a kid. I thought they were really cool. But now that I have a garden and the soil isn't compact, I have to pull out all of these little trees because this thing dropped all of its little helicopter babies like for the last 2 weeks, and then I mulched, and it's just been a bunch of tree deaths lately. Look at my little forest that decided to grow in my green bean bed. And now watch me destroy the forest that's in my green bean bed. I know what you guys are thinking. Wow, Brie, this is some riveting content today. And believe me, I know. I mean, I don't think I would want to watch anything else but watching someone pull out weeds from their garden. So with that being said, if there's anything interesting that comes up, I will let you know. Good morning. I am actually heading to the hardware store. Oh my god. Oh, does anyone else absolutely hate sneezing when they're driving? Because I think it's one of the most terrifying things. I ran out of seeding mulch, or just the mulch I've been using. It's called Easy Straw. Lowe's actually is one of the cheapest places I've seen it, and they actually have it. And Lowe's is fairly close. So I'm heading there, and then I'm gonna pick up some wood while I'm there as well. I'm just gonna grab some like cheap 2x2s or something like that, because I've been wanting to build a pumpkin trellis. I want to build an A-frame pumpkin trellis. I've only attempted to grow pumpkins once, and they got ate up by vine borer, so I want to get the vine off the ground. And since my broccoli went ahead and sprouted anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and pull all of that up. For the most part, I am gonna leave that one broccoli plant that's been further along just to collect seeds, but I really want to build this A-frame type of like TP structure to trellis pumpkins, and I figured that would be a fun project today. Oh my gosh, geese are trying to commit suicide. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, stay right there. Good goose. Okay. Oh my gosh. There are multiple geese in the middle of the other side of the road that we're trying to cross. This is a fairly busy street. Alright, so I have an idea of what I'm doing, but I'm really not too sure on the whole thing. I've never really built something like this before. I did ask my husband like a handful of questions before he left, but honestly, I think this is going to be fairly easy. And I figured it would be a project I could tackle myself. Just know, if it looks like I know what I'm doing, I don't. So we're going to see how this turns out. I have good hopes for it. I really do. I think it's going to be cute. Okay, so it took pretty much all day, but there she is. It's probably going to be my new favorite part of the garden because that is going to be covered in vines, which is going to be really exciting. It's really tall. This only cost me $35 to make because I just bought the wood. I had all of this rope and other twine just laying around the house and also nails. So either way though, for $35, that's really, really exciting. I am really, really pumped about this. Some of the boards are a little warped, so some things don't look super straight, but I did level everything. So, I mean, there's not much you can do about it. It's $3 wood and it's going to be covered up with vines anyway. So I haven't gotten any of the other garden stuff done that I was needing to get done today. I have about 2 hours till sunset. So I'm going to see how much I can get done. Yeah, like this could have waited, but it was a project. It just seemed more fun to do other than pick out little maple trees from my garden bed and mulch. But now I need to get this done. Hi guys, good morning. So I did not get everything done that I wanted to get done yesterday. I got like an hour's worth of work done after I talked to you guys last, and then I just hit a wall. I was like super hungry and really tired because I didn't really eat much yesterday, to be honest. So I had a lot of catching up to do. I don't know where to set this coffee. But either way, so it's been raining all morning. It's about noon right now. And I'm going to try to get a few more things done. I need to direct seed. I did get a lot of mulching done yesterday, but I would like to put a little bit more down. I still need to mulch these flowers here, and I need to remulch the strawberries, but I do need to go ahead and direct seed because we are getting more rain later, and we are getting rain for the next week. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday or not. Here's the 1,000,001 seed packets of things I want to direct seed. I think I can fit this all in my pocket. I need to set you guys down for a second. Not drop the seeds at the same time. Maybe I'm gonna put the seeds back where I had them. Okay. So back to what I was saying. We are getting rain for the next solid week. We have more rain coming at like 5 o'clock, 4, 5 o'clock. I don't know. We have rain pretty much chances nonstop for the next week. And that's one reason why I was trying to get all this done. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday or not, but yeah, I want to get all this direct seeding done at least. I wanted to mulch a little bit more, like I said. Today I actually plan to make a bunch of soup and can it. I need to. I have everything ready to go. So that's going to be a project today as well. All right. The ground's gonna be wet. Wearing my gloves. This is a really good time to go ahead and direct seed stuff because I'm not gonna have to water. The ground's already wet. It's getting more rain later. It's getting rain for the next week, so they should be happy. One of my favorite things is to look at the cabbage after it rains because its leaves are actually hydrophobic, so that's why you get little water droplets that just sit on top of the leaves. I always think it looks really pretty. So I have broth going, and that takes about 2 hours. And this is a project I have been putting off for about 6 months. I have gotten questions quite often about my houseplants. I've had people ask to show all of my houseplants, give you tips about houseplants, and I will be the first to admit, my houseplants get very neglected because I spend a lot of time and effort learning how to grow food, to be completely honest. So, for example, I've had this string of hearts for about a year now, and it's still in its nursery pot. Same with these two here. This one here hates me. It officially hates me. See, a leaf just fell. This one is the main reason why I need to go ahead and get a lot of these planted. It's not a terrible thing to leave them in nursery pots, but this one's outgrowing. Like, these two are getting big. Like, I already bought these when they were getting to the point where I was going to need to transplant them regardless, and I just haven't. It's one of those things I put off. This one here really needs topped off. This is my string of hearts. This is like one of my absolute favorite plants, but it's like missing multiple inches of soil at this point because I've had this for 2 years or so now. So either way, I don't know much about houseplants. My one main tip is, though, when you do bring them home, don't immediately transplant them, because if you do that, your plant can go through a shock phase just because it's already in a different environment. Most of the time, these plants are in some type of greenhouse in a nursery. It's probably more humid than your house typically is. It's going to need time to adjust. And also, my other tip is, if you bring in a new plant, you don't know if potentially it could have something to it. So it's good to kind of just keep it away. Like, I have a ton of houseplants in this one room, and I've had problems with like little flies and stuff like that before, just from bringing in plants too early and stuff like that. But honestly, I can't really tell you much other than that. I only know the common names of these plants. I don't know any type of technical name for houseplants. There's some crazy names out there. Good morning. Are you laying on all the jars? I told you not to lay on the jars. Yes, thank you. You silly girl. So one thing I wanted to show you guys is I actually forgot to add a little bit of vinegar to the very first batch for my pressure canner, and you can see how this jar here looks a little cloudy. If you put like a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of vinegar in with the water of your pressure canner or water bath canner, it will eliminate all that like hard water fog on your jars. This is really easy to clean off. I'm not concerned. It's completely fine, but if you want that just not so messy looking jar, there you go. I ended up getting 14 quarts and 12 pints. I was up until like 12:30 canning last night, so I was originally going to do soup, and then it was like 6-7 o'clock, and then I realized like if I made this all into soup and then pressure canned it, I would have probably been doing this till like 3 in the morning, because to actually pressure can soup takes longer than just to do the broth. But I actually use broth in so many different recipes, and then I actually just went ahead and shredded the chicken and I put it in the freezer. That way I can add it to things like tacos. I can throw it in and make soup really fast, and then that way it's just a little bit more versatile instead of just making it all into soup, because this is like really, really good broth, and I can now say I'm kind of stocked up. I put some in pints for the reasoning of sometimes I like to just splash it into recipes to help make sauces and stuff, and sometimes you don't need a whole huge jar, and then a lot of broth just goes to waste. If you do buy store-bought stock or broth and you have that problem, buy little ice cube trays or something that you can just portion it out really easily and then throw it in the freezer, and then that way you can just take it out and then you're not having all that waste. But either way, guys, I think that's going to conclude it for this weekly type of vlog, even though it was only like, what, 4 days? I feel like I have a lot of content. I feel like this is going to be long. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!